So today on Jessie Bear Book Club, we are going to be reviewing the first episode of The Mare and the Light, the second season of Wolf Hall, based on the books by Hilary Mantel. And I've already reviewed Wolf Hall on this channel before. I loved it. I loved it so much. Damian Lewis as Henry VIII. Chef's kiss. He is the best modern Henry I have seen. I mean, some of the older versions of Henry from like the 70s and stuff really look like Henry VIII. But for a modern Henry, because like normally they like Eric Bana as Henry VIII or Jonathan Rhys Meyers as Henry VIII. No, you want some Damian Lewis. And then Claire Foy as Anne Boleyn was amazing in the first series, and I was really happy that this series picked up right where the last series left off, because I know the books, there's overlap in the books, but I wasn't sure if they would do that in the TV show, if it would be consecutive, like run into each other. So I was really happy that happened, and I was really, really happy that they got the cast back, especially Jane Seymour. You know, it was just really good. It's so good. And you know what I loved about it? The tracking shots. The tracking shots of Cromwell walking around. Just amazing. I was really happy that they got those, and seeing Hampton Court and seeing all these beautiful, iconic Tudor buildings. Amazing. I'm saying amazing so much, but I really mean that. And the costumes, again, so good. I was surprised. So I read Wolf Hall and Bringing Up the Bodies. I read both of them. And then I tried to read The Mare and the Light, but the thing was I didn't overly enjoy Hilary Mantel's writing style. I know everyone's going to be like, oh, she's the best, we love her, but she's kind of, I don't want to say, like, it's too wordy. Her style of writing is far too flowery for me. I don't enjoy it. Good night. Good night, Chow Mein. It's actually the middle of the day here, but good night to you. So Hilary Mantel's style of writing is too flowery for me, but I do enjoy the TV shows. I think they're really well done adaptations. I thought it was interesting to see Cromwell hallucinating Cardinal Wolsey. I thought that was an interesting touch. They did that in the last season. It's been a while since I watched it, but I'm pretty sure they did that in the last season. And it's good. It kind of gives you the inner monologue that Hilary Mantel goes for, but without it seeming too wordy. Shout out to brother Pito Ancho. So I liked that. I thought that wasn't too bad. Like, they're doing that well, and I really liked what they're doing with the Princess Mary, and the fact that Cromwell at the end of the episode said that he'd made a promise to Queen Catherine that he would look after Mary. Ooh, I really, really enjoyed that. I thought that was really good, because it kind of sets him up for later for Henry to mistrust him. And I'm pretty sure that never happened in actual history, but it works in this context. I was kind of expecting a bit of sex talk, because from the bits I did read of The Mare and the Light, I think I read like the first few chapters of it, I thought there'd be a little bit of the Seymours, you know, asking Jane how the wedding night went, and we didn't get that. But, you know, it's TV, I mean, you can't get everything. The stuff with the poles was good. I didn't get that far in The Mare and the Light for them to get to talking to the poles, but you know what happens, and you know, we all know what happened to the Pole family, you know. But it was good seeing Margaret Pole. I thought the actress playing her was really good. But the standout performance for me was 100% Lady Mary, or Princess Mary. The girl playing her, I need to look up her name, was just outstanding. That bit when she took off her hood and shook out her hair and said that it was giving her a headache, I really liked that, because if you know actual history, you know that Mary, the Lady Mary, had terrible, terrible headaches. And as someone who gets headaches themselves, I related to that. And I just finished reading Mary Queen of Sorrow, That review is up on my channel and coming out over the next couple of weeks. But she wonders in that book whether Cromwell fancied her or not. And I get the inclination in this TV show that maybe he does a little. Like, am I wrong? Does anybody else think that was a thing? Or am I just, shouting into the wind? I don't know. What else did I enjoy? I'm glad we got to see the execution of Anne Boleyn again. I'm sorry, I'm just turning off my laptop. But I'm gonna do a shout out for Kulu Garde. Cool. Si me puede hablar español también, te lo sabe. Yeah. You spelt that wrong. Anyway, where were we? We were talking about, I like Jane Seymour. I like how quiet she is in the show. I think that's really good. Probably quite accurate to the way she was in real life. And the actress playing her is so good. So good. I think I just love it. I love it so much. I like how they have call me Risley. Like, I like how they've kept that joke up. It feels very good, very authentic to the way people actually behave with nicknames and stuff. I also like the fact they've got Rafe Sadler there. And it's interesting that they've got the guy who played Jojen Reed now playing Rafe Sadler. Well, he was playing him before, but I find it hard to see that. Just, you know. I can't put the two of them together, but that's me. Also, he's so small, and I know he's like older than me, but he still plays someone really young so well. Who else is there to talk about in this show? I know the polls are gonna come more into focus, like in the next couple episodes, and I know I think they're gonna do the stuff with Nun of Kent, but I'm not 100% sure, because of course I didn't read the book because I simply didn't like the style. And I really struggled to get through Wolf Hall and Bringing Up the Bodies, and I started reading The Mirror and the Light during COVID, and the time was depressing enough. I was like, I'm not struggling my way through this. I don't enjoy it. What's the point? It's not for me. And I'm surprised Hilary Mantel actually has won so many awards and so many people love her because her writing style is so difficult to read. Does anybody else see this, or is it just me? I gave my copy of Wolf Hall to my stepdad, and he agreed with me that it's such a hard form of literature, like her style of writing, and just because something is overly complex doesn't make it better. But it has translated so well to screen, like so well, that can you really complain that much? I'm kind of sad that this is going to be the final series. I did like the fact that, there's kind of been this 10-year gap between season 1 and season 2, and they got all the actors back. And Henry looks older. Like, Damian Lewis is obviously aged. It's been 10 years, but I think that's a very good kind of just a position. Like, there was before Anne and after Anne in English history. Do you know what I mean? I think it was a really good start to the series, for sure. I liked how Cromwell gave Lady Mary a horse. I really, really enjoyed that, and the fact that she renamed it. I would have called the horse Doucette, though. Like, Doucette's a really cute name for a horse. But, like, my horse was called Chippy, and my cat is called Treacle, so I like naming animals after food, So I thought pomegranate, it's a bit of a mouthful to call an animal. I like something short and sweet, but that's me. I thought they might make the Lady Mary, like, swoon or faint when she came into her father's presence. So I was kind of on the edge of my seat waiting for that to happen. And it didn't. And I was a bit, I don't want to say miffed, because I wasn't miffed, but I would have liked that to be a little bit more dramatic, with her ladies following her. I don't know. I thought there'd also be a little bit of talk about what to do with Anne Boleyn's body, because I'm pretty sure I remember that from reading The Mirror and the Light. I'm going to drink some coffee. Does anybody have any questions? You like my travel mug with no top on it? It keeps it hot, but not too hot. But I think this is a really strong start to season 2 of Wolf Hall. I'm going to give it a full, I'm going to give it a full 9 out of 10, I think. You know, I think it's really good. I think it can only go but up, and it's so good there isn't much room for it to go up anyway. But until next time, guys, bye! I will be doing a full review of the season later, once it's all finished. This is just like my live take, and I'm going to do it week by week. Okay, bye!